Declaration. If sickness begins in the gut, if I live in the belly of the beast, if here at the heart of empire, if careful in the house of the host, if quiet at the hearth of the host, if here at the home of empire, if I live in the belly of the beast, let me beget sickness in its gut. Fabula 3. Towards a black mirror. Object responsibility. So, we've seen how, again, the black female body is the prototypical object against which white female subjectivity, therefore womanhood, is defined, and how, therefore, insofar as black women are seen to exist in excess of that object responsibility, whether for appearing possessed of their own sexuality, beauty, or agency, or for directly rebelling against or naming the construction into which they have been written. In such cases, they are liable to be misread and or punished. Ontology. Western ontology as that in which there must always be opposites, its kingdom for some opposites, wherein it finds itself always on the victorious team of a series of binaries, everything from this and that, winner and loser, human and animal, being and thing, black, female, object responsibility as always to be that loser, animal, thing which makes possible, primordially births the possibility of this winner, human, being, without which, well, now what? Seeing, knowing, seeing. Seeing as this is the case, knowing it to be the case as her back has carried it, seeing as the binary denies her a self, never mind a room of her own, the birth of that self depends upon, so dearly depends upon, the refusal, the rejection of the binary in order to exist in some semblance of wholeness. What might that look like? That is, in order to enter, to emerge as I. She must dance, she must two-step that move called both and. You know how it goes. Both and as body and mind, nature and nurture, here and there, self and other, male and female, now and then, matter and spirit, they and them, as he and her, as she and her, me and mine, and you all, as we and them and them and us, as you all, and you lot, and you man, and I and I, and I and I, and who am I anyway? A question since, unreflected as such, what might it mean to have a blackened mirror, a black mirror, since, as we know, black absorbs all light and denies its outward reflection. It is the polishedness of this black surface that gives this black mirror its mirrorness. Into this inner black mirror she looks, and she who looks back out is not fully seen, and yet she who looks back out appears fully, deep it. She appears not entirely there, but in her close but not quiteness, she is there in entirety, and all that is seen of her is not all there is. The perfect lighting, the complete image, is not most honest, for her true likeness abhors a vacuum, a white room under a harsh light. What can she say in such incarcerations, such interrogations, but nothing, as is her right. Her true likeness lives wherein she knows herself as much by what she sees of herself as what she cannot see, which, with this blackened mirror, might just about mean anything. Thus, everything, held as she is in her half-reflection, with room enough left for the possible, with scope enough for the imaginary, dark and potent as space itself. She looks, she sees, and pleased then, she says, "There now, see, here I am." Thank you.